Now, during that referendum, we were dealing with hypotheticals, but actually now we've got some facts. And it's true there were overblown claims, I think, made by both sides in that referendum, but the UK voted to leave, and that's the proposition that is now being tested, because that's the route we've chosen to follow, and the government is now pursuing it. And there are definitely things that are now emerging that people didn't know of at the time of the referendum. So now, for example, we know that there will be a big divorce bill that we're going to have to pay the European Union, which means that the £350 million extra per week, which was emblazoned on that big red bus that Boris Johnson, the Foreign Secretary, went around in during the referendum campaign, we know that that isn't going to be able to go to public services, the NHS, because we're going to have to pay this divorce bill. Many thought that Brexit would lead to a lot of the 3 million EU citizens who live in our country. Many thought it would lead to a lot of them departing, but some business sectors have said they will collapse if they all go, and our hospitals tell us that the nurses and doctors that come here from the EU, they're absolutely essential in keeping our NHS going. And of course we were also told that we were also told during the referendum that we could enjoy pretty much all of the same economic benefits we get as a member of the European Union after leaving, and the chief negotiator of the European Union has said that simply won't be possible. And of course now, aside from the facts, there is serious talk of there being no deal, of us not actually reaching any agreement with the European Union at all. Now, of course, during the referendum we were told that the EU, the Germans, the French, other EU countries would definitely agree to what we wanted and give us a deal, because the Germans were so keen to sell their cars to the UK, the Italians are so keen to sell Prosecco to us, and so on. Now, I think this whole thing is going to be a disaster, but perhaps you think differently.
You didn't frankly have the balls to put country before party.